Hey everyone, I'm Mohammed Tushar. Today we're going to talk about something I get asked all the time. How do you actually learn cybersecurity? You know, the real way, not the Hollywood way. We've all seen it, right? The hacker in a dark hoodie, just mashing the keyboard for like 30 seconds, and boom, they're in. Well, let me tell you, the reality is a lot different. It's a lot harder. So let's get right into it.
So let's talk about that Hollywood myth. You can probably picture it right now. It's late, you've got your favorite playlist going, the only light in the room is just the green text glowing on your black terminal screen. You just downloaded Kali Linux, you've watched a couple of how-to hack videos, and you feel it, right? That buzz, that feeling like you're about to unlock all the secrets of the internet. That's the fantasy. And man, it's what gets so many people hooked. But then, reality crashes the party. Hacking is just not a movie. There's no epic soundtrack playing while you work. There are no shortcuts to becoming a master overnight. The real first experience from most people is you type a command and command not found. You try another one from a tutorial and you get some other crazy error message. And that amazing buzz you felt, it just kind of deflates and turns into pure frustration. You realize pretty quick that this is going to be way harder than it looks on TV.
And that frustration? Well, that's the first big test. It's like a wall that most people run into and just stop. It's the point where so many beginners just throw their hands up and quit. But here's the thing you have to understand. It's not because hacking is impossible. Not at all. It's because the way they're trying to learn is just completely wrong, right from the get-go.
Yeah, look at that number, 90%. That's how many people who try to get into this field just don't make it. They give up before they've even really started. Now, I'm not telling you this to scare you away. I'm telling you this so you can get ready. Because if you know why so many people fail, you can be one of the 10% who succeeds.
This is really where you have a choice to make. You can see the two paths right here. The path to failure is all about chasing the newest, coolest tools. It's about blindly copy-pasting commands from a forum post and just hoping for the best. It's watching those hack an account in 5 minutes videos and thinking it's real. But the other path, the one that actually works, that's about taking the time to understand how systems actually work. It's knowing exactly what that command you're typing is supposed to do. It's about accepting that this is going to take a while. You gotta embrace the grind.
Okay, so let's zoom in on what I think is the biggest trap for any beginner. I call it the great tool trap. It's so tempting, right? You see all this powerful software and you think, if I just download this, I'll be a hacker. But trust me, that's a huge, huge mistake.
I'm sure you recognize some of these names. Kali Linux, Metasploit, Nmap, these are the big guns, the absolute legends of the hacking world. And they are crazy powerful. But they're not magic. They're more like a surgeon's scalpel. In the hands of a surgeon, it can save a life. In the hands of a toddler, it's just a pointy object. You can run Nmap and get a list of open ports, sure. But if you have no idea what a port is or what SSH or HTTP means, then it's all just gibberish. You're just making noise.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? A weapon is useless if you don't know where to aim. These tools, they're just that, tools. They extend what your brain already knows. If you don't have the fundamental knowledge of networks, of operating systems, you have no idea where to even point these powerful tools. Knowledge is your targeting system. And yeah, there's a term for this in the community, a script kiddie. It's someone who just downloads scripts and tools made by other people and runs them without a clue how they actually work. They're just pushing buttons. A real hacker is the total opposite. A real hacker understands the system so well, they can build a map of it in their head. They know the weak points before they even launch a single tool. You do not want to be a script kiddie. All right, so if that's the wrong way, what's the right way? It's going to sound weird, but you have to learn to love failure. No, seriously, you have to get addicted to things not working. Because in this field, failure isn't something you try to avoid. Failure is the path. It's the only way forward. So what does that actually look like day to day? Well, here's the game plan. First, you build your own lab. Get some virtual machines, set up a safe little sandbox where you can't hurt anything. Step 2, you break stuff. On purpose. You try to crash the server. You try to exploit the web app. And when it breaks, and oh, it will break, that's when the real work starts. You dig in. You figure out exactly why it broke. You analyze every single step. And then, you wake up the next day and do it all over again. And again, and again.
This is it. This is the secret. The real learning doesn't happen in a fancy certification course. It happens when it's 3 a.m., you're staring at a command prompt that's just spitting errors at you, and you refuse to go to sleep until you figure it out. It's that burning curiosity. You have to be obsessed. You have to love the hunt for that one tiny mistake in your code, that one little detail you missed.
And what keeps you going through all that frustration? It's the aha moment. The first time you get it right. That first time you crack a password, or you finally land that reverse shell and you see that beautiful new command prompt pop up. Man, the rush is incredible. Your heart starts pounding, and you realize, whoa, this isn't just theory anymore. This is real. This is control. And that feeling? It's like a drug. It's what makes you want to do it all over again.
So you go through this cycle, right? Break, fail, fix, succeed. Repeat. And eventually, something bigger starts to happen. You realize the goal isn't just to memorize commands or collect tools. The real prize is something much deeper. It's a complete change in how your brain works.
Real hackers build maps in their minds. What's that mean? It means when you look at a company's network, you don't just see a bunch of computers and servers. You see a web of connections. You see the data flowing. You see the potential cracks and weaknesses. You can literally walk through an entire attack in your head before you even touch the keyboard. You're not following a guide anymore. You're writing the guide.
And then, after all those hours, all that frustration, something really cool happens. It kind of sneaks up on you. You realize you've stopped learning how to hack.
You just start thinking like one. It's how you look at everything. You walk into a coffee shop and you're thinking about their Wi-Fi security. You use a new app and you're wondering about its vulnerabilities. It's not about finding a tutorial anymore when you get stuck. It's about using this new problem-solving instinct you've built. And once you make that shift, everything changes.
So what does that actually look like when you're at that level? It means you're not just downloading someone else's exploit. You're writing your own custom payloads from scratch. It means a new vulnerability, a CVE, gets published, and you can read the technical report and instantly see in your head, oh, okay, I see how to break that. It's finally understanding why something works, not just how to make it work. That's the real game.
So let's wrap this up. The bottom line is learning this stuff is hard. It's supposed to be hard. That's what makes it valuable. Real skill here is paid for with late nights, with frustration, with an obsession to figure things out. Most people won't pay that price. They'll quit. So the only question left is for you. This world doesn't just hand out root access. Are you willing to do what it takes to earn it? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.